my beauties, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you that have just stumbled across this video, you've never heard of me before, you've never seen me, my name is Andrea and this is Soul Embers. Existing viewers and subscribers, welcome back to your channel, guys. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for the love and the high vibes you bring here to Soul Embers through your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. I'm just unbelievably grateful, and I'm sending you all many virtual hugs. And if you're a hugger, I don't care, because guess what, I am. Anyway, so today's reading is going to be quite different to what you're used to, and possibly quite different to what you've seen before. However, I do these kinds of spreads for my clients when they're going through quite substantial transitions in their life. And I really wanted to bring this to you today because I have been guided. No, I haven't been guided. I've been heavily pushed by my spirit guides and the divine to do more of these during this massive energetic shift we're currently facing as we're closing out the last decade and entering the new one as well as the new year, right? And what I found is the outcome I'm having at the moment with this specific reading has been extraordinary for my clients. They're walking away with so much clarity, and the energy that I'm just pulling in is absolutely huge, to the degree that I can't do more than 2 of these types of readings per day. But I'm very excited to bring it to you because I just know that you can gain so much out of this, and you can make some really positive and massive shifts as you close out the previous cycle and get rid of whatever it is that doesn't serve you, and truly embrace the new decade and the new year, only taking what you need with you and manifesting the kind of life that you really want to manifest, right? So there will be a description on why I've chosen these 4 specific cards. I've put it at the end of your reading. So if you're interested in knowing why these cards, why this type of reading, feel free to just stay on and have a listen. It's there for you to, get more information on why and how I go about doing my readings, I guess. So in a nutshell, guys, before I close this off, I've noticed that you guys are really drawn to the love and ex spreads, and that's awesome. I hope you find what you're looking for there, and I will definitely continue doing those. However, this is more about your fundamental essence, the fundamental essence of who you are. This is your core, at your core, what you're manifesting and bringing into your reality. What blockages are there? Which aspects of yourself, your conscious and subconscious, do you need to tap into through your inner high priestess and unify and release, heal and let go of, so that you can only plant seeds and fertilize and grow what is in your best interest? Okay, so once you can really hit the nail on the head here, everything else will just flow, guys. It will be like a domino effect. Energy in every aspect of your life will shift, including your love life. Okay, so I'm going to finish it off there. I will jump into your readings now, so I'll see you on the other side. Hi Pisces, welcome to your end of year spread, or beginning of the decade spread, however you want to view it. I've already shuffled and meditated on the cards, but before I jump into it, I guess I should let you know that everything you need to know about how I go about doing my readings, how these energies can be applied, and how they can play out, what we mean when we say timing is fluid, as well as the disclaimer which has important information about the channel. All of that is in the description box below. If the message does not resonate with you, one thing's for certain, please don't force it to fit. It's just not meant for you today. There is also information below on how you can go about finding a message that better suits your particular situation at this time. And if it does resonate and it really hits home and you wanted to further explore it, feel free to reach out to me for a personal reading, or any other type of personal reading, really. All right, so let's jump into it. Pisces, as mentioned, already meditated on your cards, and I've got to tell you, the message I was getting for you was there is definitely a new sense, a newfound clarity on human behavior. Very interesting.
human behavior. You have really taken a step back and you have reflected on your experiences through your workplace, through your personal relationships, both the ones that have been successful and unsuccessful, even your partnerships, you know, and you've come to realize that there is a big difference between what people say, who people say they are, and what they actually turn out to be. What I'm feeling you're realizing is that even though those around you aspire to have a specific character, and it's something that you're drawn to because they say that they're loyal, they're committed, or they're trustworthy, or whatever values you hold very dear to you, are like necessities in your relationships, let's say, or those that you're close with. Even though they aspire to be that, their actions may not necessarily back up what they're saying. They may truly want to be that way, but they're not actually living that way. And as a result, who they are is very different to who they want to be. And what you've actually come to realize, I feel, is that, you know, we all aspire to be a particular way, but reality is reality. And if their actions or the patterns that they display don't match up who they say they are, well, then that's not who they truly are. And so now you're able to really tap into and recognize the triggers associated with these types of behaviors. And you're able to sift through what's true and what's not. And invest yourself emotionally only to those that you feel will be reciprocating and meeting you on the same emotional level and meet your values, most importantly. So moving out of the old decade and closing out the old year in the old decade and moving into the new one, what I'm feeling is that you're trying to manifest with clear intention, with focused intention, those that truly align to your values. And whoever doesn't, you will truly release them, lovingly release them. I feel that you have a lot more control over your emotions and that you're willing to now take out all those behaviors or patterns that you've been mulling over for quite some time, even years, aspects of yourself, going backwards and forward about what's true, what's not, what's in the gray, what's black, what's white. You know, you've really cut through all of that now and you're getting rid of it and you know exactly what you want and you're moving forward with clarity. So let's jump into it, guys, because the messages just keep coming. If I don't start pulling out cards, I could be here channeling for like 15 minutes. All right. So let's have a look at what your inner magician is currently doing. How is your inner magician going about really setting focused intention and pulling it from the ether into your tangible world? How are you going about doing that at this stage, Pisces? Who am I connecting with today? Woof! Gee, that definitely wanted to come out. And now I want to see how your inner high priestess is showing up. I mean, we all know that you Pisces are very intuitive, very tapped into you know, your senses. So you definitely get a feeling of what people's intentions are. However, on the same token, there is a flip side to your inner high priestess. Just like there's affirmation, there is also negation. And there are aspects of your subconscious that you may not, or your inner high priestess may feel you're not ready to meet with as of yet because you haven't leveled up. So let's have a look at where your high priestess is currently standing and where those blockages are. All right, and what about your inner empress? How's she going? How are you going about giving birth to your intentions? So you're manifesting them, bringing them down to the ether. They're in your 3D world now. How are you going about watering them and nurturing them? And how are you going about maintaining that momentum with your inner emperor? How's your inner emperor showing up, your boss man? I need to pull out one more card for that one. All right, now, beautiful energy, absolutely beautiful. First of all, I feel that you are in your element. You're at the most powerful side of your element. So if there is a shadow side, anything to do with any leftover shadow work that needs to be done, you're closing it out very quickly. You are determined to not take this stuff with you, and whoever this message is resonating with, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Not only that, this message can be applied to any aspect of your life: career, relationships, partnerships, whatever. Place it as it fits for you. But I feel that you are starting to really come to terms with your emotional being. You're really starting to embrace who you are on an emotional level and what you have to give. You're no longer fighting yourself on the love that you give. So maybe for some time you felt that I'm too loving, I'm too giving. Now I feel that your perception of yourself has completely changed to I'm so loving. That is one of my greatest qualities. I just have to choose who I give that love to carefully, because it is such a deep love, because I give all of myself, all of my love to people. I just need to be careful who I'm giving it to. So your perception has changed because you've really started to build those boundaries and put order around, like inside of yourself, as to who's worthy of receiving it. Beautiful energy, Pisces, beautiful energy. And I feel that through that process of, as I said, when I was premeditating on the cards, I truly feel that through this process of reflection and seeing things from a different perspective, understanding that, you know, people's characters are based on their choices, and not their words, their actions and reoccurring patterns. Okay, now that you're so grounded with that and you see it in a very pragmatic, realistic way, it's given you a fresh new outlook. It's sparked a desire within you to truly start something new. And it has come from the essence of who you are, which is your emotion, which once I truly believe, for those that I'm connecting with, was once what you thought the most detrimental aspect of you was how giving you were of love. Now I feel that you've channeled that. You've accepted that love is who you are and you have an abundance of it to give to, but you just need to know who you're giving it to. And so all of a sudden, you may have been offered something brand new. You've been manifesting this. You've been setting an intention out and trying to ground it into your 3D world. And here it comes. You're starting a new beginning. You've come up with a new idea. You're looking at this with so much passion, with so much vitality. It's bringing so much life to you. And I feel, can I just say, I have no idea where this just came in from. Some of the messages I get, honestly, it has to do with work done to your solar plexus. And I mentioned this in another sign too. So if anyone out there is having a lot of trouble within their creativity, with their, you know, sexual desires, maybe you felt a little bit wilted in that area over the last, I don't know, couple of years or recently, I feel that some work on the solar plexus might be helpful, or maybe you've already identified that and you've done it, and as a result passion has really ignited within you and you're ready to take action and you're manifesting it now, bringing it into your tangible world. So the only thing that I feel that is a concern here is that there are still elements subconsciously that you're afraid of. You still feel like, what I'm truly getting is you still feel that you don't know if you have what it takes to keep this momentum going. I feel that previously you may have had similar situations come up and there may have not been, you may have not gotten the desired results. And so there is an element of fear of doing so much hard work that you won't get what you need again. And so I feel that that is a block that is preventing you from really birthing this, bringing life to it, nurturing it so that it can expand, so that this new idea, this new perspective can not just be an aha moment or something that's just coming to your world and is going to leave. So I feel that there needs to be some work done there on releasing, healing, and surrendering to any energy that might still be holding you back, that you don't have what it takes. You've put a lot of work into this. I feel you've taken your time over the years to let go of any fears of being abandoned. I'm feeling of being abandoned, and I feel that you're right at the tail end now. You've had the aha moment, and now that you've had the aha moment, I feel that you're going to finally start releasing it, and you're in a high priestess. As long as you follow your intuition, let your intuition guide you, guys. You know, it's directing you as to where you need to go and how you can go about surrendering whatever you need to surrender to, so that you can move out of this final stage of shadow work and accept that you can give birth to this new beginning. You can definitely plant those seeds. You can nurture them. You know, it will catch, the seeds will spread and they will grow. The only area that I feel that you may have some difficulty with, as I said, is consistently manifesting this at this level, and also momentum, keeping up this momentum. I feel that you guys are not feeling as confident as you should be, because you have what it takes, Pisces. This is it. You're ready. Otherwise, you wouldn't be offered this opportunity. This new opportunity that's given to you is given to you because you're ready for it. So it's safe. It's safe for you to trust that you can do this. Okay? My beautiful Pisces, you've got this. Just let your inner high priestess. Think about your inner high priestess. Think about your intuition. Think about those thoughts that are holding you back potentially. You know, let your inner high priest tap into that and she'll slowly start to lift that veil and allow those subconscious thoughts to filter through to your conscious, so you can start working with them. You know, let's have a look at what energy you can surrender to, so that you can start this process and finally let that go and really start this amazing new beginning. Lots of passion here, guys. Lots of passion. I'm not going to take those, obviously, because there's too many. All right, let's have a look. What does Pisces need to surrender to embrace this new beginning? To unlock this blockage, this fear of it not turning out the way they want it to turn out. Do we have a message for Pisces, please? Sorry, I know the shuffling on these are really Do we have a message for Pisces, please, on what? Do we have a message for Pisces? Okay, there it is. All right. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. Wow, interesting energy, guys. So maybe that this new beginning, if it resonates with you, maybe that's something you can meditate over. But what I'm getting here is, if what's holding you back from this new beginning is you waiting on someone to come in correct with what they say they're going to do, so you can finally start building this new beginning. The universe is saying that's your final step. Let it go, Pisces. So what it seems like to me is this new perception that you've had has come from the idea that you can help someone build into the character or become the character they want to be. You know, you see their potential and you give them your love, your unconditional love, hoping that that will point them in the direction that they want to go in, which the outcome of that direction is where the values and morals that you uphold dearest to you are, not where they're currently at. So I hope that makes sense. This is where that message when I was meditating on the cards come from. You're finally seeing things realistically. What people say and what people do, you're being very pragmatic and you're seeing it for face value. And so your final step is to say, I can't fix you. I can't. I don't want to fix you. You need to work at your own pace and you need to do this yourself. I need to move on and start my own beginning. An honest beginning. And live through my values every single day. Not wait for someone to come to terms with that or to work towards that. I hope that makes sense, guys. Anyway, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found that helpful. Have a lovely January, and I'll see you for your February 2020 readings. Love readings, ex readings, general readings, all that jazz, all the stuff that you guys love. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for staying on, guys, for the description on why I've chosen these 4 majors and what I mean by focused channeling. So focused channeling for me is basically just that. I have selected 4 cards and I focus the energy that I'm channeling to receive messages for these specific cards and what the meaning behind these cards are. And the reason why I've chosen these 4 is because, like I mentioned earlier, of the massive energetic transition we're currently facing. As you close out your old cycle, I really want to see you guys elevating and really lifting your vibration. And it all starts with the power of how you're manifesting and setting your intentions, which is what the magician is all about. You know, your inner magician is all about having everything that you need and knowing that you have it. Knowing within yourself that you have the power to recognize what it is that you want and need to set your focused intention into the ether and pull it into your tangible world. You know, they say that the magician is very calm, looks very calm, but is very focused, very happy to be in a state of basically meditation. And that's where he can tap into the energies that are available for him in the universe to pull into his tangible world, or into the tangible world, I should say. So that's why we start off with the magician, and then we move on to the high priestess, because once it's arrived here in your tangible world, how are you going to recognize the synchronicities and the signs that it's arrived and it's here and up for the taking? The high priestess is all about, you know, being the guardian between your conscious and subconscious mind. She's the gatekeeper, you know, negation and affirmation, the positive and the negative, the yin and the yang. And there are elements of our subconscious mind that we can't tap into, or that there are blockages. So is your inner high priestess blocking you from manifesting what it is that you want in your world? Or is there an element that needs to be worked on, healed, released, so that you can unify your subconscious and conscious mind to a degree that you are ready to, at this time, to bring in those manifestations? They say that she stands a guardian because ultimately it is my belief, and everyone has one, everyone has an opinion, right? But if you're not ready to receive something, you haven't leveled up and you're not ready to receive it, it is the high priestess that stands in the way and says, no, I'm not going to allow this to filter through, because
my Capricorn, my Virgo, my Pisces, my Scorpio, whichever star sign is not quite ready to receive this yet. There still needs to be work done on healing, releasing and letting go, on, you know, coming to a more unified type of state before this can take place and be manifested into reality. And then we move on into the Empress. So, you know, your inner Empress, so beautiful, so loving, so creative, so nurturing, gives birth to those manifestations. She is the creator of your world. And so it is through those manifestations that your inner Empress will plant those seeds and water them and fertilize them and give birth to the world that you want to create. And she consistently does that. Consistently comes from that space. So what do we do, let's say, if your manifestations aren't always what you want because you're not setting focused intention, because you're unclear of what your intentions need to be, right? Well, your inner Empress will still manifest those into your world. She'll still nurture and fertilize them. But then it's up to the inner Emperor within you to truly set order, to set those boundaries, to trim the hedges so you can see over them, giving you the power of foresight so you can be prepared of what lies ahead. You know, if the inner Empress is constantly fertilizing and growing, whatever it is your manifestations are, it's quite possible that the journey that you see on that path that lies ahead will be overgrown with potential weeds or grass or whatever you want to call it, blocking your view and causing you to be somewhat confused, not knowing a way to redirect yourself, possibly bringing on stagnancy. It is your inner Emperor that will make sure that all those hedges are trimmed, like I said, that your path is clear, that you're pursuing your path with focus, with intention, with order, trimming away absolutely everything that doesn't serve you on this path to your greatest good. So that pretty much sums it up, guys. This is why I've chosen these 4 majors. I think that they're very relevant to the current energetic shift we're facing, and the messages have been, as I said, quite powerful.